Wahiduddin from Department of Civil Engineering, and I'm the Associate Director of Research for this center. It's called NCITEC. It will take about 3 minutes, all of you, to watch this movie, which gives you general overview about the center. Now I'm going to invite our invited guests, university administrators, one by one. I will introduce them to you, and they are going to say a few remarks before we go to the second phase of the symposium, which is presentation by each project PI. So I will start with Mr. Jason Hay. He is going to represent university administrators.
University. On behalf of the Chancellor and Provost and Vice Chancellor Clark, welcome you all to the event, Symposium. In particular, Dr. Exiolu, appreciate your being here today, and not only being here today, but for your leadership and collaboration. We're pleased to be a part of it. We know it's wasn't easy. Many of you who have successfully proposed and gotten funding on your own individual investigator projects know how difficult that can be. And so if you haven't been in charge of a multi-institutional effort like this, let me just tell you that I know that it's a lot even more difficult. There are a lot of challenges there. It wasn't easy to get. This was very competitive. I believe there were 46 applications to the Department of Transportation, and only 10 university transportation centers were funded out of that project. So it was very competitive, and we're pleased. I mean, this is a very important intermodal transportation, is very important, obviously, to the nation, to the region, and to our state. And so it's not just about engineering. I mean, I know you think engineering with intermodal transportation, but you don't have to be an engineer to turn on the news, see that there are a number of forces that are in play that require us to have a very flexible transportation infrastructure. And whether it be drought that causes the Mississippi River to close down and commerce to back up, or flood, and that sort of thing. And so we recognize that it's important for the nation. It's a very important opportunity for our state, located as we are sort of in between the Gulf and the world, and suppliers up north and buyer, consumers of products as well. But I would encourage those of you here who might not have been funded in the first round of funding to consider the opportunity that's coming up. And they don't have to be an engineer. You might simply be interested in training the next generation of engineers, or you maybe have a relationship with K through 12 education, or maybe you're in economic development. These are all important components of this project, and I would just encourage you to think about how your work might fit in intermodal transportation, even if you haven't thought about it as being something that you were interested in before. And let's try to maximize the benefit of this excellent opportunity that others have created for us, the benefits of our infrastructure here in Mississippi, and also just our research infrastructure here. So if you can find a way to be a part and propose for this, I encourage you to do so. Again, welcome, and thank you for letting me be here to hear about some of the great things that are already going on.
Dean of Engineering, Dr.
Well, thank you, Dr. Udin, and thank you, Dr. Exiolu. Collaborate relation between the Mississippi universities. I think this is a wonderful thing that we're really in the same state. We really need to cooperate a lot. So we are kind of sister universities. So appreciate that, and I certainly appreciate Dr. Udin for your good work. So bring this to not only yourself, but also the School of Engineering and the university, the whole university, I should say, that of this opportunity. that I welcome you. I think most of you are probably our own people, but is any other guests here that welcome you here to Ole Miss Engineering. We have a fine school here that we have about, at this moment, about 1,200 students. And I don't have anything more to say, just thank for all the interest that you have here and appreciate that the opportunity that you bring to all the faculties at this university and to the state. Thank you.
So I'm with the Department of Civil Engineering. So both centers are now residing in the Department of Civil Engineering. So I will invite Professor Yaqub Najjar to come and say a few remarks of welcome.
Okay, it's great. You can hear me. I'm not going to be here for long. I'm here because most of those centers are civil engineering, so the Department Head of Civil Engineering is supposed to be here. So I would like to welcome all of you and to tell you that we are very proud to have one of those centers and also to share in the money that they generate. And believe me, it helped me quite a lot when we are running short in some other cases. Definitely helped the School of Engineering. Even though those centers are hosted in civil engineering, the collaboration is not only limited to civil engineering or the School of Engineering, but really it's across the university. So any faculty here, or they will hear about what's happening today, they would like to participate and they have a mean to play with this center, they are more than welcome to participate into it. I don't have that much to add. I'm really new here. I started in July. I'm learning my way. Maybe next time I'll say more. So thank you very much.
And now it's my pleasure to invite the chief guest here from Mississippi State University. Let's give a warm welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Uddin. Please call me Burak. I've been at Mississippi State for almost 10 years, but this is my first time on Ole Miss campus. Thanks again for the invitation. I'm here. Just a few words about the center. This is a US Department of Transportation funded center. We are in our second now. We have Ole Miss, LSU, Louisiana State, and Hampton. So there are 5 universities partnering in the center. We have a request for proposals. Those of you who participated last time are familiar with the process. What we are asking for is short 5-page proposals. The key things are the proposals must be related to intermodal transportation. We are encouraging actually participation from other departments, not just they must be related to intermodal transportation. They don't have to be research projects, they can be educational projects. They can be workforce development related projects, or they can be technology transfer. We have a review panel, so when we receive these proposals, we send it out to reviewers, at least 2, preferably 3, up to 5 reviewers. And once we get the feedback based on the reviews, we evaluate, of course we use that feedback, and we make final decisions based on availability of funding and based on the reviews. But like I said, it has to be intermodal related, meaning that you need to be looking at more than one mode of transportation. And it should be related to either safety or economic competitiveness, hence the name of our center. So it could be intermodal and safety, intermodal and economic competitiveness, or it could be all 3 of them. The due date for the proposals are March 15th. We do encourage collaboration among institutions.
How do you get your reviewers, or are all the institutional folks participating in the reviews, or how does that work?
Well, we have an executive committee, so I am on it, Dr. Uddin is on it.
much. Thank you. And Chang, Dr. Burak Ekşioğlu, so I have no problem pronouncing his name. So what we have done is that we have come up with 4 different sites for pilot studies. And those sites were selected because they contain roads, bridges, and residential areas. And then, of course, there is a danger of flood due to either failure of a structure or a simple fluvial type flood. GIS, of course, because we have the rasters that are produced, and the rasters are maximum flood depth, maximum flood velocity, arrival time, etc., etc.